Hi guys, it is now October 24th. It is a Tuesday. It's 7:55 a.m. I cannot believe I'm about to say these words, but let's go get a new car. I'm kind of panicking right now. I'm kind of very anxious and stressed out about this whole process, but I think I mentioned it on the channel, maybe on TikTok and Instagram, I'm not exactly sure. I got hit by a drunk driver. My car was parked. I saw the whole thing happen, yada yada yada. My car is now totaled and I had to go get a new car. And so today is the day that we're gonna go get a new car. I'm hoping to drive the car off the lot. That is my goal for today, but we'll see what God's plan is. But it feels right, it feels good, and I'm so excited. I don't want to tell you guys what car I'm getting yet because I want to surprise you guys. It's funny how things work out because this was like one of my dream cars as a little girl. I never really grew up having a dream car. I was just grateful to have a car. I never like thought about getting a new car. Like I always had a dream of getting a new car, and actually this is the first year that I've actually done like a wallpaper of like all the things I'm manifesting, and one of the things on there is a new car, and it was the Mustang Mach-E that I was like interested in, and I just never really cared for it now. But the last couple of weeks of like being in the process of looking for a new car, I have looked at every car I liked online. I haven't gone in store or to a dealership to like look at the car or test drive it or anything, but I'm going back and forth with like what car I want. I'm leasing one, obviously leasing to buy, and so keeping that in mind, you know, I'm only 27, and so obviously the next couple of years we want to have a family, but that's not our goal right now. But obviously wanting a car, if I do purchase it, that's, you know, a good car for a family. We are very outdoorsy people. We love doing camping things. Where John lives, it's very like off-road kind of thing, and so with his smaller car we knew that we wanted a bigger one. I want something that we can put a tow hitch on so we can take our mini bikes places, we can go camping, all that stuff. Guess what kind of car I'm talking about, because if all goes well today, again, I'll be driving it off the lot. I cannot believe this. Just got ready, just did some light, quick makeup using some new products. I think the products I used will be in the YouTube video. I'm not sure if I'm gonna post this one first or the next one, so we'll see. But John's coming with me today. It's his day off, which is I'm so grateful. I literally wrote down so many notes because John and I did not have a great experience when he got a new lease for his car, because he upgraded and then started a new lease with the car he has now a couple years ago. And so we're praying for a great experience. I wrote down all my notes. I already got pre-approved. Well, I'll find out this morning, but I know I'm pre-approved. And yeah, so now we're getting ready to go. I need to go to the bank and then go to our meeting, which is at 9:30. Okay, wish us luck, good energy.
Looks good? Good. Start putting everything together so you can guys do it apartment. I can
Let's put it right here. Guys, I'm in my car. I'm in my Jeep. I'm in my 2024 Jeep Wrangler 4xe. It's a hybrid. I am so beyond happy. I do have to go into work right now, but we'll do like a little update sooner than later. But I really just had to record today because today is a day, like both my parents and even John were like, you have been praying for this moment. You've been so patient. You've been working so hard, and it's so true. 2023, my bingo list, like I had no idea. Like I manifested a new home, a new car, great credit, no debt, living with the love of my life. Like good health, good skin, a good job. Your time will come. That's all I have to say. Your time will come. I am so grateful. Hi guys, welcome to Sunday. So the last time I vlogged, I think it was on Tuesday when I actually got my car, and now it's obviously been a couple days and we're about to take the car out on a little drive. So I figured that I will kind of just give you a rundown of the 2024 Jeep Wrangler 4xe. So as I mentioned before, this car is a hybrid, so it's electric and gas. I think the first, we don't know exactly the right number. I think it's the first like 20-ish miles is electric, and then you can go to gas. But the cool thing about this car is there's these buttons where it says hybrid, electric, or e-save. So if you click the hybrid, it will go from the battery to gas. But what you also can do is use the e-save button, which will save the battery and just pump out the fuel, and then when you change it back to hybrid, it will kick in the electric portion of the Jeep. So for example, John's parents obviously live in Cobb, which is a big mountain up north, and so like going up to Calistoga, we would probably just use fuel until we get to the actual mountain, and then would probably change it to hybrid and use all of the electric miles I have for the car to go up the mountain, and then obviously coming down you kind of can just coast. The really cool thing about this car as well, it has this feature which is it's like a power function where if you have it on, which I have it on usually at all times, if you take your foot off of the gas, it actually slows down your car like any hybrid car, and it basically like comes to a complete stop almost. So I really am not using my brakes as often as I would in a normal typical car. Even like John's car being a hybrid, obviously it's not electric, so this car being electric, it like if you take your foot off the gas, it completely slows down, which I was doing that yesterday going through the hills of Mill Valley, and I did not have to hit the brakes at all. So that feature is really amazing, which I absolutely love. The monitor on the car in the middle console, it is like huge. It's amazing. You have so many different functions to create it the way that you would love to create it. So you have full access to make it yours, personalize the background. You can add widgets to your favorite home screen, so you can obviously click the buttons that you would want to call someone. You have Apple CarPlay, which is amazing, which I've been using a lot. And yeah, there's just a lot of different functions that goes with the car, a lot of bells and whistles, which is amazing. You have the steering wheel that has the buttons behind for volume and changing the songs. You have cruise control. We don't have lane assistant, but you do have it to where you can set your car to stay behind 3 lengths of cars, 2 lengths of cars, however you would like. You obviously have your window buttons in the middle because you can't take off the doors. You can take off the like the the front window. You can take off the top panels, which we're actually going to do this afternoon. The center console is amazing. It has 2 different layers, so the top layer is a little bit smaller, the bottom layer is amazing. It has a USB in the middle console. You also have a USB and aux cord, and then I'm forgetting the name of it, but it's like the one for the newer like iPads and laptops, so I can charge all those things in here. You obviously have the outlet as well, like a cigarette outlet as well, which is amazing. You also have 4-wheel drive, which is also amazing because if you want to go to the snow or whatever, which we are planning to do, that is great. So this car already is like one of my favorite cars that I've looked at, that I've been driving. It's amazing. And then what's also great about this Jeep compared to the Sport S is that in the back seat you actually have cup holders. You have an armrest in the middle that comes down, which the Sport S does not. The 4S actually has cup holders on the bottom of the middle console in the back, so that's kind of a difference between the 2 cars. Because I am so petite, the actual seat comes very close to the wheel, which is great. You also can pump the side of the seat to actually, it comes up higher. I can see everything out my windows, which is amazing. What I was telling John that I really like about this car as well is that I can see all throughout all the windows. They're super clear, super crisp. I have great view of my blind spots, of my trunk, which is great. And speaking of the trunk, if we look in the trunk, it actually has like this ice chest, which is really cool because it has drain holes. All Jeeps have drain holes, so if you were to take off all the doors, the windows, and you want to go into water, you obviously have the drain holes so no water will get into your car, which I love that function of this car. So the back trunk does have a ice chest and has a drain hole in it, so you can drain out all the stuff, or it's a little like compartment to hide things in there or whatever you need to do. The trunk is great. You can fold down all the seats. There's 2 different ways of folding down the seats in the back, which is great as well if you want more space to go camping or move John's mini bike, which we're planning on doing. I'm trying to think what other cool features of the car. Oh, you have a lot of speakers, which is great. The speakers are up top. The one thing that we have noticed is that if you have the speakers like blasting, it's really hard to kind of talk because the music is coming from top to bottom, which obviously in all Jeeps that does happen because there's nothing on the bottom. So obviously you can have the drain holes and do all those types of things. And what else? Blinkers, obviously, windshield wipers in the front and the back and the rear. Yeah, there's a lot of cup holders. I can say there are not a lot of places like to put your phone, so I end up putting it in just the middle console. Obviously I have my Apple CarPlay, so if I get a text or whatever, you can't read the text, but the text actually is read to you, so the car will actually read you your text. One thing about this car is it does get really cold in here, but if you have the heat cranking, it obviously does just fine. So that's why I like always layering in the car, which I don't mind at all because I love being able to like be cozy in my car. Other things I have noticed, it is a little bit louder in the car. Obviously if the music on, you can't really tell. You have your sun visors, which I find to be great compared to my old car. I did see that, oh yeah, your sun visors actually can extend out, so which is really cool. So if you want to put it to the side, you can extend it out so you don't have enough sun in your face. Obviously you have door handles on the front, which is amazing as well. And yeah, it's not keyless, so you do have to have a key to unlock the car. You click it once to unlock all doors, you click it once to lock all doors. You do get a key for the back tire, which is great as well. There's 4 cup holders. There's also a lot of different accessories on Amazon that we're looking into getting. I will keep you guys updated with those things because I have found that since this is a 2024, some of the 2023 accessories don't fit in 2024. So we've been watching YouTube videos. So that is one thing that I have found kind of just a little annoying, just making sure like obviously we have things like that. We are gonna add some railing on the bottom side, so obviously it can step up easier. Those we can get off Amazon. I think they're like 125 for I think 1. Obviously you have to get 2, and then yeah, that's pretty much everything in the car. I feel like I kind of, obviously other than like all the bells and whistles in the car, there's no seated heats, no seated steering wheel. You're able to see obviously how much gas you're using or how much battery is left, which is amazing. But yeah, that's kind of the big lowdown of the car. I hope you guys like enjoyed this portion. If you want any or have any other questions that I did not cover, let me know because I feel like I'm still learning the car. There's so much to a newer car. I've had a 2001 IS300 Lexus for 11 years, so I'm so used to like the older cars, and even like with John's newer car, there's still like things I'm still learning as well. So yeah, I feel like it's probably my favorite thing that I've done this year other than like moving and getting a new job. I'm so proud of myself and I'm just really excited to see what the Jeep can do. We're gonna get a hitch in the back as well, which I'm really excited about, so stay tuned for that. I got fast track. I'm trying to think what else I got for the car. I actually did I'll show you guys what I did. I got a like car pack with me, so I have like all of my like necessities that I would ever need. I got tons of coins in here. I zipped them in here so I didn't have to put it in the center console, and every time you open it, like if any change would fall out, I'd be probably really annoyed. I got some Way pomade for my hair. I got some Laneige lip sleep mask just in case I'm like really cold out. I have a hairbrush. I have this deodorant that I got from Whole Foods, and I actually really like it. I have another one in the house. It's Dr. Tusk deodorant. It's charcoal, aluminum, and paraben free, so I love this smell. This one is Burmese sandalwood. It's really good, and I have sunscreen in here as well. So those are some things I have in the car. I'll probably add more things in here. I have hand spray. I have a taser. I have a micro fabric towel to wipe all of my things that are dusty. I have a phone charger. I have some sunglasses. I have some cash, Aquaphor, and then I always have one of these just in case if I feel like spooky or just doesn't smell good. I have it in here. I also am looking for some organic air freshener, so if you have anything that's organic or it's like really like clean smelling, let me know. So we just took off the top, which looks so good in here. I'm so happy.